Hello, and good morning, and welcome back to Essence of a New Tarot, where I do these readings every single day. So today I am called to pull from the Inner Wisdom deck to start out. I will then follow it up with some tarot cards. I will then move into a yin and yang truth, into a self-care card, and then we will also pull a shamanic healing card directly after that, and we'll finish today with an angel number. So some of you guys might be seeing patterns and sequences of numbers. There could be messages there for you from your angels. Having said that, keep in mind we do live different lifestyles and we all perceive things differently. So please only take with you what resonates and leave behind what doesn't for the next person. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and open up today's reading. Spirit. All right. What is the inner wisdom message that we are meant to hear today from you, Spirit? What is the inner wisdom message that we are meant to hear from you? That one doesn't want to go in. Bridges. Never forget the bridge that brought you across, because it may just be the very one that will have to take you back. Be careful not to burn it. So as we go through, and some of you might be resonating with the image on that card. As we go through life, we have people that help us along the way. And sometimes those people aren't always who we thought they were, or we're not who they thought we were. So in the end, if you have to walk away, make sure that you're doing it on good terms, positive terms, because you never know, when that bridge is going to be needed again. And I'll put it just like that. You never know when that bridge is going to be needed again. So with anything, just try to stay out of the negative emotions when we're breaking cycles and we're cutting cords on people and we're just leaving things behind. Let's try and stay positive, because we're doing it for positive reasons. So we should probably stay in that positive mindset. That's what I'm getting. Do everything graciously. Do everything graciously and with respect. So let's see what else we're getting today. Whoa, we got the first one already flying out. So we got the Nine of Wands. So, this is you. This is you testing the faith. This is you showing the resilience. Those bridges, I'm going to bring up bridges again since we just went into that. The bridges that you've burned, sometimes you had to. You had to. It made you tough. You were standing your ground, You're always expecting the worst, though. And I'm not sure, I get the feeling like whoever this is for, you're always seeing things 10 steps ahead, and you're always looking at what could possibly go wrong. And in a sense, we had a reading yesterday for Pisces where it talked about, negative mindsets, how just as a positive mindset can manifest positive things for you, so can the negative mindset. So really, let's get out of that worst possible outcome fear that you're concentrating on, and realize, you've stood the test. You're already here. You're already at a Nine of Wands. You have all of that in the back of you now. Yeah, you're using one of those wands to hold yourself up, and you got a bandage on your head, but in the end, it's all behind you, and you didn't burn those bridges, because all 8 of them are still standing, which is great. But I still see you in this mindset of definitely thinking about all the possible outcomes that could go wrong instead of what could possibly go right. So make sure that we're really, 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 really staying in that positive mindset. And if you have to, the Hangman will ask you to change your perspective. So, if you're in a position where it's time, what the Hangman's telling me for you is it's time to let go. You're in a position where it's time to let go, to surrender, to view things from a different perspective, a more enlightened perspective, okay? You have all of that behind you in the Nine of Wands. You've learned so much. It's time to shift your perspective. You know, sometimes you have to sacrifice things. Sometimes you have to sacrifice people and places in your life in order for you to shift your perspective and change for the better. So also keep that in mind. You know, you've been through so much, so much. So a shift in perspective could be possibly what is needed. And once you do that, you have the Page of Cups coming in. So you definitely have a new energy, possibly love, possibly a new love. But this energy is young at heart. Song just started playing again. This energy is very young at heart, very curiosity, you know, all about what the possibilities is. So you're really looking out at your future. You know, you have this this new energy coming in, opportunity, but this is you being creative too. So this is also part of your creative energy that you're working with. It could be a younger person that's coming in as well that you work with. Let's get a follow-up on it. Can I get a follow-up on the Page of Cups, please, Spirit? Okay. Strength. Okay. So whatever's going on here is because of you. Everything that you've been through, you know, you standing in that power of saying, no, I'm not going to allow this anymore. I'm leaving all of this behind me with the Nine of Wands. Literally, you know, you changed your perspective. You draw strength. You draw strength and you draw courage from your past. When you think about all of the things that you've already overcome, you allow new energy to come in. And this new energy is very innocent in nature. You know, it's happy. It's oh, I get such good feelings when I hold this cup, this Page of Cups, and that's why I'm trying to get it all out here. This is just excitement. This is happy. This is you in that creative energy. You feel young at heart, like a child again. You know, and that's where you want to be. And like I said before, it could possibly be a new love coming in. I know that's not for everybody, so I don't like to always kind of push that thing, but it could be for somebody. So you could have a younger lover coming in. You know, who knows? Whatever it is, it does look like you're going to be happy. It's just all about making sure that when we're leaving our past and we're leaving people behind, that we're doing it with compassion and respect. You know, that we're not hurting people and we're not hurting ourselves. You know, you realize that you had to walk away from all of the problems that you were having, but you draw strength and courage from that now, you know. So let's get a yin and yang card for you guys this morning. Can I have a yin and yang card for the collective this morning? Yin and... oh, Jesus. All right. Well, I got watching and spying, gathering info, trying to figure you out, keeping tabs. So you may have someone watching you. Maybe this younger person, this younger energy that's coming in for some of you. That's what that could be. There was a few cards that fell, so let's see what we got here. So self-deception, temptation. Don't be deceiving yourself. I see a lot of that. A lot of people are deceiving themselves by staying in those negative mindsets and not changing their perceptions. You know, they're too much in their fears. They're looking at the moon, way too much in their fears. They're looking for the deceit. They're looking for all the bad things. What did I say in the beginning of this reading? It's like you're 10 steps ahead, but you're only seeing all the bad. So stop deceiving yourself and really start listening to your intuition, not your fears, but your intuition. What is your gut telling you? What is your gut telling you? You know, and maybe it's you. Maybe you're the one trying to figure you out. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that switch in perception from the Hangman is all about you changing the perception on how you view you and drawing strength and courage from that. So yeah, that I'm actually getting pretty strongly right now. So let's see what we're going to get for a self-care. What is the self-care that you guys can put into a routine, something that you can start doing, where you're putting energy into yourself. Okay, I had 2 that came out. So we have a social media detox. No posting, no liking, just living. Don't let it take over your life. Phones take over a lot of our lives. TVs, all of it, computers. It's entertaining. You know, that's what it is these days. It's entertainment. But guess what else is entertaining? Nature. You know, put the phone down, go out, meditate, walk, take a walk in nature. Watch the animal life. Watch everything unfold in front of you. I'm sure some of you have not even seen nature in probably years, you know, or experienced it because we've been too confined. Since COVID, I think a lot of us have just been on our phones, on video games, on TVs, and it's like we've stepped away. We were afraid to go outside for so long that we disconnected from nature, and now it's time that we connect back. It's time we get that connection back. So social media detox. And I'm also take a vacation. Take time to escape all of your life obligations to recharge yourself. Go take a walk in nature. Escape in the woods. Don't go get lost in the woods. Is not what I'm saying. Make sure that you're safe. Make sure that people know where you are. But you know, take some time to you and recharge your energy. And taking a walk in the woods and just being in nature can help that. It really can. Let's see what else we're getting today. So the shamanic healing card, healing message. Let's see what we're going to get today. First of all, let me make sure all these cards are flipped the right way. There we go. Let's start shuffling. Spirit, what is a shamanic healing message that the collective is meant to know today? We're getting 2. So you're struggling, you're having a problem honoring your energy is what I'm getting from these cards. Honoring your energy. Struggling to honor your energy. Spirit, can I get one more? What about your energy are you struggling to honor? Your masculine energy. Okay. So what I'm getting from this is some of you are out of balance. You're out of balance. One more. What about the masculine energy needs to be honored, Spirit? What about the masculine energy needs to be honored? Getting retreat, vacation. So we got the vacation and we got the retreat and we got honoring the masculine energy. So it's really about just honoring your energy and coming into balance with both masculine and feminine, your creative side, your ego side, you know, the one that's going to help you with communication, put boundaries up. These are things that you need to honor. And I think that you've done that. I mean, showing by the 9 of Wands, you've been through so much. You have all of those defenses up in the background. They're still there. You haven't burnt all of your bridges. So really what I'm thinking it is, and that spying and trying to find you, you're being asked to go within and really honor yourself, honor both sides of you, come into balance with both your masculine and your feminine energy. So what I'm seeing right now is the social detoxing, getting away from everything. You're being asked to go back out into nature, to ground, to literally become your own yin and yang, to become balanced. Right now, I'm getting a sense of almost vertigo. So like the balance is almost off here. And you're not seeing what it is that, you know, you're meant to see. And that's what it is. You're struggling. You're struggling with that creative side of yourself because you're completely out of balance. That's funny. Wow. So we've gotten creativity. We got a lot about creativity, struggling, balancing, and just realizing that you've already overcome so many obstacles. And now it's time to kind of slow down, come back into balance with yourself, and Stop looking for all the things to go wrong, the what ifs, because when you're balanced, you don't really think about all that. You're more creative. You're more in the now, putting that energy out, for you and for others, in loving ways. Yeah, I really, what I'm getting from this is I'm still getting that sense of vertigo, like dizziness and off balance. You're being asked to come into balance with yourself. Balance both your male and your female energies. That has been in the readings now. I want to say for a few readings now, it's been kind of an underlying energy. So I definitely think it's meant to keep coming out because it's meant to make us aware that we are not balanced. That we're worried too much about what's going on in the media, social media, how other people are living their lives, that we're not actually living ours. We're out of balance. It's time to come out of that house. It's time to come back into nature. Can I get a spirit message for the collective today regarding everything that we've talked about? Number one, focus on self first. Bring yourself back into balance. This is about independence, confidence, authenticity, new beginnings, and self-pursuit. This is your time to focus on yourself. Embrace your independence and stand confidently in your truth. Unapologetically be you. New beginnings are on the horizon, making this the perfect moment to start fresh and pursue your dreams with renewed energy. Your angels want you to ask yourself, what steps can you take today to honor your independence and stay true to yourself? Take time today to set a clear intention for a new beginning in your life. Focus on what truly matters to you and take one small step towards achieving it. Look at that. Great messages today. It's really all about putting that energy into you, being balanced and moving forward, with courage, with love, with strength, because you have all that. You've already jumped over so many hurdles. You've already left so many burning houses. I mean, there's just so much that you've done. That possibly is what brought you out of balance, So now it's just time to put that energy back into you, bring yourself back into wholeness, back into you. All right, guys, it has been a great reading this morning. I thank each and every one of you for being here. If you liked my reading today, please comment, and of course, subscribe. It does not cost you anything to subscribe, and it does help the channel, and it helps me connect to you guys better. So thank you again. I love each and every one of you, and you all have a blessed day. I'll see you tomorrow.